Davidson College students, thank you for taking time out of your busy final schedules to come listen to me. Today I want to talk to you about something most of you may not necessarily be too familiar with. Considering your track record of excellence, that's being average. Taking a step back and looking at our society today can leave in your mouth a sour taste. Many people today live their lives from one act of mediocrity to the next. They go through life without questioning authority or taking any chances. They go to college because they're supposed to. They get a job in a field that doesn't particularly interest them. And they sit at a desk for 40 hours a week to produce only 10 hours of productive work. They pass up exciting opportunities because of their fear of failure, or because change is uncomfortable. I pity these people. I'm here today to tell you not to be one of these people. I'm here to plead to you, don't be average. By no means do I wish to discount the merit of hard work. Our country was built by the hard-working, blue-collar folks who rolled up their sleeves and did the jobs that no one else wanted to do. Rather, I want to discourage you from living your life the way that others expect you to. Arnold Schwarzenegger, a 7-time Mr. Olympian, wildly successful actor, and former governor of California, once said, "The worst thing I can be is the same as everybody else." If you want to be more than average, there are 3 things you have to do. Think differently, act differently, and live life hard. To think differently, you have to be willing to reject the status quo. Tradition is valuable, but it can halt progress. Don't be afraid to ask questions and challenge established ideas. History is filled with examples of people who changed the course of human progress just by asking why. Why do we say this? Why does something look like this? Why must we go through this process? In reality, the old-fashioned way is not always the best way. People may not be happy when you try and change things. They seldom are. But you can't start a fire without a little friction. Next, you have to act differently. It's not enough just to be fed up with the way things are. You have to be the one to change them. No one remembers the second man to ever build an airplane, or the second man who created a light bulb. If you want to be different, you've got to be a maverick. Blaze your own trail and others will follow. Just imagine what the world would look like today if no one had been afraid to pursue their dreams. Imagine the progress we could have made. We too easily abandon our desires at the first sign of trouble. Granted, to a certain extent, we need to exercise prudence. You can't go chasing every wild fantasy that pops into your head. But if you have something you're passionate about, don't be afraid of little failure. Everyone fails at some point in our lives, and it's our failures that we learn from the most and make us better off in the long run. Lastly, you have to live hard. Go all out at whatever it is you're doing. If you make up your mind to do something, pour your heart and soul into it. Half-assing something because you think it never will fail is the easiest way to ensure that it does. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Even if you're stuck doing something that seems tedious, go all out. You never know what kinds of opportunities can present themselves when you go all out. But living hard doesn't mean making yourself miserable. Working hard can be fun if you embrace the process. Too often, people associate having fun with being unfocused or unproductive. If you're truly doing something that you love, it should be possible for you to enjoy even the most arduous task. Almost always, the people that are the most enthusiastic about their work are the ones who will be the most successful. Just by definition, it is impossible for everyone to be above average. So if you want to be successful, you must differentiate yourself. Challenge authority. Break the rules. Sleep less and live harder. And whatever you do it with unmatched fervor that will make people stop and say, "Wow, maybe he's on to something." Thank you.